Namaste Yinsters, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Matt, and today I've put together a really relaxing Yin Yoga sequence when you feel exhausted. And it's been a really busy past few days for me. As you know, we're expecting our baby girl, Jodi, and I've been going back and forth to the hospital because she's having massive contractions, and we had to check what was going on. So I haven't had much sleep lately, and I figure out I would do a class just to recharge and relax. So when we do these classes, what I really like is to use a lot of props. So if you have blocks and a bolster nearby, they're really great to support you and allow you to really ease into each asanas. And it is also a special class because it's my last class before I'm becoming a father. So next time around, the baby girl will be in the house. So yeah, let's indulge into it and just really enjoy this class together. And thanks for joining me on the mat again. So for our first position, we're just gonna go into child's pose. And we're not gonna do the wide knee version. We're just gonna keep our knees in line with our hips. And if you want from here, you can place a block at the front. So we're just gonna take one big inhale. And on the exhale, lower yourself forward. You can use the block for support at first for your forehead. And we're just gonna place our arms behind ourselves like this. And just focusing on our breath, and there is really no other goal today but to relax and recharge. Sometimes we feel like we have no energy, and we might skip on doing things that are good for our well-being, like working out or going outdoors or even doing our yin practices. But I'm gonna invite you today to do this one even if you're tired, because I'm running on very low sleep lately and figured this would do me good, so I'm sharing it with you. So just focus on your breathing, seeing the inhale as energy coming out and the exhale as tiredness leaving your body. And on your next exhale, we're going to push ourselves back up very slowly. Come back onto our knees and just take a moment here. Today I'm going to really do everything slow. My energy levels are really low. And I'm going to really take my time to indulge into today's yin practice. And from our next position, we're going to go into deer pose. So I'm going to invite you to place your left shin facing towards the front of your mat. And then we're going to create a 90-degree angle with that left shin. And the right shin will just follow the edges of the right side of our mat. And from here, we're just going to try to roll our hip backward and down. And we're going to place our support on our arms just like this. So you should feel the stress being applied in the hip area. Just going to go back to my timer. So you can close your eyes and just relax into this. next exhale, you can slowly come forward and release your legs. And it might feel good here to just wiggle them left or right, very slowly. We're holding every asanas for 5 minutes today, so there is really no rush. And when you're ready, I'm going to invite you this time to place your right shin facing the front of your mat and that right leg in a 90-degree angle. And then to place the left leg along the edges of the left side of your mat. So once again, what we're trying to do is to rotate our left hip back and behind. So that's why we're moving in a 45-degree angle like I'm doing now, to apply the stress to that area. So just find your edge, and once you're comfortable, we'll hold it there. Refocusing on your breathing once more. Slowing it down to calm your mind and your thoughts and to really recharge your batteries. Lowering your stress level to try to feel your best if you're exhausted. you can take one last big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to bring our left leg back to the front, coming to the seated position. And once more wiggling our hips left to right, which feels amazing after deer pose. And now I'm going to invite you to take the blocks. We're going to go from the seated position to a straddled pose. We're going to spread our legs wide apart in front of us. And just to lessen the intensity of this, I'm going to place 2 blocks underneath my legs. And from here, I'm going to bring my bolster in front of me. And my timer. So from here, we're just going to relax into this, taking one big inhale. And on the exhale, walking your fingertips forward. You can place your forearms on the bolster. Just do anything that allows you to relax while finding your edge. With the very calming nature of the Yin Yoga practice, it doesn't take long once you start a class to start feeling at ease and relaxed and calm. It really down-regulates your nervous system so you can tap into the restful parasympathetic nervous system. I know that for me today this was much needed, so thank you for joining me on the mat this beautiful Saturday afternoon. And very slowly you can start to raise your torso, coming all the way up, and just appreciating the sensations within your body. I'm going to invite you to place the bolster aside, and by keeping a slight bend in your knees, we're just going to hug them. Allow our spine to curve, our chin to come to our contact with our chest, and to just relax here, taking a little moment, a little restorative moment. And on your next exhale, we can come up, and we're just going to place our legs straight in front of us to get into caterpillar pose. So this is where you might want to place the blocks on top of your thighs so that you can support your forehead as you lean your torso forward. So I'm just going to take one big inhale here. And on the exhale, I'm going to start leaning forward, bringing my forehead to rest with the blocks, just to find my edge. And then you place your fingertips on the ground. Softening up into the spine, feeling the openness of your vertebrae, the flow of the prana energy circulating from your crown all the way to the base of your spine. And once you find your stillness within the asana, just reconnect with your inner self, tuning off of external stimulation and diving deeply inward where peace and quietness resides. And again, on your next exhale, you can raise your torso very slowly, taking all the time you need to get out of this asana softly. Might feel good to just wiggle your legs a bit. And when you're ready, we're going to go into all fours very slowly. We're going to do a bit of cat and cow. So we're going to take one big inhale, curving our spine, looking up, drawing the belly button down, and on the exhale, pushing through our arms, rounding our spine, tucking the belly button in, and bringing your chin to your chest. Inhale once more, very slowly. Exhale, push through, round the spine. And keep going on your own time from here. Trying to go a little deeper in both directions. And one more. And we can come back slowly to neutral. So I'm going to invite you to place the bolster in front of your mat. And we're just going to bring our elbows right in front on the ground and lower ourselves down onto Sphinx pose. So we're just going to counter stretch our spine in the opposite direction of caterpillar that we just did. So this feels really amazing. And from here, we're going to get into seal pose. So you might want to just extend your arms in front of you and then push through your palms to raise your upper torso up. That feels really good for the low back, and again, using the bolster to support your belly. Today's Yin class is all about using the props to really help you out when you feel exhausted like I am today. It's really a great way to help you get through your Yin practice and allow more relaxation to take place. And on your next exhale, we're going to lower ourselves down, embracing ourselves up with our forearms. We're just going to shift the bolster away so that we can flare our elbows out and come all the way down, resting our forehead on the back of our palms and just relaxing here, allowing our body to come back to neutral. I feel so relaxed now, I could probably fall asleep like this. Really feels amazing today. It was much needed. And very slowly, when you're ready, I'm going to invite you to place your palms back onto the floor, pushing yourself up and back onto your knees. And we're going to bring our knees to the outside edges of our mat, touching our big toes behind our butt and sitting on our heels. We're just going to get into wide knee child's pose, using the bolster for support so that we can relax. So I'm just going to take a little moment here again. Doing everything really slow today. And one big inhale. And on the exhale, walk your fingertips forward. Bring your belly to the bolster. Come all the way down. And then turn your head to the left or the right to really indulge into this beautiful asana. And you might want to turn your head now to the other side to stretch your neck. you can slowly raise your torso back up, pushing through your arms, bringing your knees back in. Taking a moment here, it might just feel good to roll your shoulders. A few circle backwards, and then a few circle forwards. And from here, I'm going to invite you to move your hips forward, cross your ankles, come back down to the seated position. And I'm going to invite you to bring your blocks nearby. We're going to place the bolster behind ourselves on the mat and moving our hips a little forward. So I want you to lower yourself down so that your shoulder blades land in the middle of the bolster. And from here, we're going to bring the sole of our feet together for butterfly position and placing 2 blocks on the ground for support. We're just going to allow our spine to open up. So you might want to just play with the angle until you can arc your back all the way down so that your head rests on the floor. You don't want to strain your neck. This is really good to open your heart chakra, your spine. And we're working on butterfly at the same time. You might want to bring your arms above your head, just like this, stretching your spine. Just do whatever feels good as long as you can bring your neck to the floor so that your head is supported. And when you're ready, you can brace your abdominals. Push yourself up with your elbows. And then with your arms, Coming all the way up, I'm going to invite you to place the blocks aside. And you might want to bring the bolster back underneath your knees. And we're going to lower ourselves back down onto the floor. And then one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the knees in and to our chest. You might want to then rock them left to right to massage your low back very gently. So just keep your knees there without forcing too much with your arms. Try to relax as much as you can. Refocusing on your breath. And when you're ready, I'm going to invite you to extend your legs in front of you. Get comfortable into your mat. And we're just going to relax into Savasana. Allowing any remaining tensions to leave our bodies. Really taking the moment in this beautiful asana to recharge our batteries and to just feel our best, really. Trying to bring back our body, mind, and spirit into balance. And when you're ready, I'm gonna invite you to open your eyes. You can roll onto your side, and we're gonna come all the way up to the seated position. So I hope you guys feel fantastic and that this was much needed, maybe for you as much as it was for me. I want to thank you for joining me on my last class before becoming a father. So it's going to be a new journey of mine that is the unknown. So I'm looking forward to it. I've been preparing for it. So it's going to be wonderful. And you'll get to meet our baby girl very soon. So if you like today's class, please subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends and family members, or you can even donate to my PayPal account, which is always much appreciated and supports all the time and efforts I put into these classes. So we're going to put our hands at our heart. We're going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to release any tiny little remaining bit of tensions we might be feeling in our body. And until next time, Yinsters, Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.